Hello, my beautiful diamonds. SheilaTruelove here with you. Have you ever noticed that miserable people, they can't stand being around people who are happy and who are very vivacious? It really seems to annoy them. Now, why is it that miserable, and that's a tongue twister for me. Why is it that miserable people dislike happy people so much? The first reason is happiness. It highlights their own unhappiness. And then they have insecurities. Like if you're a person who's very confident and you have a healthy self-esteem, you tend to make them feel inferior or inadequate compared to themselves. And then you also have a lot of these miserable, sad sacks who every time you look up, they're depressed, they have anxiety, they're going through these panic attacks. And, you know, a lot of that could also be where you have your serotonin levels or your dopamine levels can be a little off. At the same time, you know, they resent people who have success or people who are joyful, or if you have joyful experiences, a lot of them feel inferior or they feel inadequate compared to you. And then there's happiness. It makes them feel so uncomfortable. They have this discomfort. And the reason I'm speaking about this today is because I noticed you can have this also within your own family members. When they're miserable people, they want to use you as their punching bag. They want to try to tear you down. And then you go inside your head and you be like, what's going on here? And then you come to realize it's because they're miserable. And then you have a lot of them who they fear that they might have to make some changes. You know? And when they think about changes that they're going to have to make, that makes them very uncomfortable. Now, traits of people, let me tell you the traits of people who dislike happy people. They usually have a negative mindset. They have low self-esteem, a lot of insecurities, resentment, and jealousy. Now, when you look at a person who has a very vivacious personality, and this is what annoys them, is if you're a person who's confident, you have a healthy self-esteem, you're optimistic, you have energy, you're very authentic and you're genuine, and you have nothing but positivity, you get on their nerves. And the way that you have to deal with these people who can't stand happiness, you already know we have to set certain boundaries. And sometimes, even if it's family that you love, you're going to have to maintain your distance because, you know, who in the hell wants this constantly? You can't get past stuff. You want to hang on to freaking ancient history instead of just moving on and letting things go. You want to just constantly hang on to that. So you're going to have to sometimes distance yourself, and you have to focus on positive relationships and avoid taking their negativity personally because it's obvious that they're miserable. And I try to practice empathy when I'm dealing with these people, but enough is enough. Now, I think we all know that usually if a person is mentally healthy and emotionally healthy and they are mature emotionally, happiness is usually very contagious. But when you're dealing with people who refuse to grow up emotionally, and let me tell you how you can tell that you're still a child and you're still, you're not mature emotionally. Anytime, let me tell you, you need outside validation. Internal validation is not good enough. You constantly need these words of affirmation. Everybody has to agree with everything you say. They have to feel the way you feel. That's emotional immaturity because as grown-ups and as you mature, you realize that in life you have to develop a thick skin. There's no way you're going to make it in this world if you're walking around with thin skin, because you're going to end up losing your sanity, and you're going to be walking around looking like these people who look like, what the hell happened to you, kid? What is it that you couldn't seem to get past? What is it that you couldn't let go of? My God. But you're going to run into a lot of people who's not going to like your vivacious personality. You're very lively. Your bubbles and champagne. You know how to let things go. You know how to live in the moment. You're looking forward to the future. Yeah, you got to let those kind of people go, honey. Sometimes you have to give them time to themselves so they can figure things out. Because personally, me, I don't want to be around the freaking misery. I don't. I mean, the way they can't stand it when someone is genuinely happy and bubbly. To them, it's like nails on a chalkboard to them. They'll do anything to rain on your parade, even if you're trying to get past things. Okay, we didn't agree. We had the discussion. Let's move on. Wow. They want to constantly keep bringing up every negative thing that's ever happened in their life just to bring you down. But hey, you know what? You know what they say, misery loves company. So maybe we should just, I don't know, throw them a pity party and invite all of their miserable people to... I'll bring the sad songs and you can bring the rain clouds and we'll have a blast. You have to stay away from those miserable type of people who just want to, who they just can't stand being in your presence because you have this like really bubbly personality. You have a very vivacious personality. It's like these people, they are allergic. They're really allergic to joy and happiness. And they'll do anything, like I said before, they'll do anything to rain on your parade, even if it means sucking the life out of you. You know, we can't let those Debbie Downers bring us down because we deserve to be happy and to embrace our lively selves without having to worry about it affecting other people. It's not my job to sit around here and dim my light just to make someone else feel better about their own darkness. I know me personally, I'm getting really sick of it. It's disgusting. And when you run into people who can't handle your happiness, that's not your problem. That's their problem. So I want you to keep on smiling, keep on laughing, and never apologize for being vibrant and being happy. The world needs more joy, and this world needs more positivity in it. So don't let anybody dull your sparkle at all. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. I have a client calling me right now. Okay. There it is, buddy. There you have it.